You had to use a payphone. It had to be in an office. The MLS was a book with paper that had to be updated every week and month and day. And you want to go look at some properties, go open up these giant books and shit to go look at some houses and flyers and stuff, right? Now you just pick up one of these things and go, shit, okay, there's websites, there's apps, there's all kinds of stuff that could be done these days. But at the same time, it's a personal business. It's a people business, right? So I was talking with a gentleman. He's a cool guy, sales guy. He's all into that type of stuff, a different type of sales, and he's going through the transition of learning the high trust selling stuff, right? But he said something. He said, "Well, yeah, Carvana's like going to be going bankrupt." I said, "Well, yeah, there's a lot of that's why the iBuyers and Zillow try to do the iBuying thing, and they would have went out of business if they kept doing what they're doing, and a lot of other companies too. So there's always going to be a hybrid of it. There's always going to be someone who's going to do it, and then someone's going to do it better and better and better and better and better. The goal is to put something together, and that's what we put something together, right? We put something together that we use, and that works. And if you utilize it, it'll take you to where you want to get to if you show up to the party and you do what needs to be done. Okay, that's what we do. I just know for a fact, right? And it's just part of what we do is part of our course, like anything else, right? You want to become the expert. So I'm an expert at creative real estate investing. I love the stuff, love contracts and all that good stuff. I also love branding and marketing and things of that nature. And I have no qualms about doing this. Like I said, I was in the music business, and then I got into corporate, and then now I do this. So it's just one stage for another. But knowing what was going to happen, or knowing what people you're associated with at one time, and now you're here looking at stuff and going, okay, yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, woulda, maybe. Yeah, hey, it's cool. I'm here. I'm where I'm at now, right? So I love what I do. I love my family, my kids, and my wife, and all that good stuff, right? Everything happens for a reason. Everything goes in cycles, right? Cycles and trends. But the business of real estate is awesome. There's a lot of awesome people out there, right? It's just an awesome mechanism. Whether it's single family, commercial, storage units, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Some are quicker jams and some are longer jams than others. New construction, new development, all that good stuff, right? It is what it is. But when you're trying to underwrite these deals, remember, when it comes down, it doesn't always have to be wholesale. If it doesn't work as a wholesale deal and you can't move it, shit, okay, move on. But if you got wholesale deals and they're not moving, send them over to us, right? Send them over. Click that link down below. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's see if we're a good fit for one. And if not, just send them down the wire. And if we take them down, we'll get you paid. We'll get you a referral fee, a bird dog fee, right? Unless it's your contract. If it's your contract, we're going to get you a little bit more. And if it's going to expire, or maybe we look at it and go, shit, I wrote it up too high. We need to change a few things, right? We need to go back, because we've done that before. Wrote a contract too high, or they did, and then we go, you know what? Let us get involved. And sometimes people are a little square, shy, or maybe, just if you want to lose the deal, if you want to make some money, then get us on the phone, right? Get us on the phone. Let's do all the due diligence. We'll talk with them. We'll make that happen. And then we're probably going to rewrite the contract and redo whatever we need to do. Is then we'll get you paid. That works a lot of times. Okay, so then if you decide, you know what, cool, I like this, I want to come aboard and work with us, then cool. If not, that's okay. Just keep on bringing us your crazy leads or whatever, and we'll work them. At least you're getting paid. But if they're just an address and maybe, or something's going to expire, you're going to lose it anyways. And, it's open game. It's free game for everybody at the end of the day. But the bottom line is, you want to have lead flow. You want to have leads coming in, because without leads, you're dead in the water. But you also want to have mechanisms and verticals set up and build that foundation the way it needs to be built, so you have an actual business and keep on rocking and rolling with that business, right? Because deals are there. Deals are everywhere. There's a bunch of low-hanging fruit everywhere in the United States of America. The big dogs and the hedge funds and the banks are not going to go after the low-hanging fruit. Not yet, right? Not until they figure out a mechanism where they can automate that son of a bitch and actually get in touch a lot easier with the home sellers and do that stuff. That's why like Open Door is trying to be like Carvana. And then there's other companies that are doing the iBuyer thing, where they're kind of just putting the list together because they have a lot of data and they got investors and they can probably afford to do what mom and pops cannot, right? But there's nothing like the belly to belly thing, right? So that is going to be you. That's going to be others. That's going to be us. It's going to be other mentees that we work with and coach, and going after those low hanging fruit and going after and helping those sellers. Okay, agents and brokers can do this too. Just have to disclose. Okay, so there's a lot of money out there. Yes, there is a fortune to be had, because that's what we're listening to, some Judas Priest right now, rocking and rolling, right? Awesome song. But so I'm going to stop rambling here. But if you got any questions, go ahead and reach out. Click that link down below. See if we're a good fit, or just PM us, PM me, or go to the group and get active. Someone will get in touch with me if it's not me, because sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It is what it is. It's business. It's social media. I'm not into the AI and bots, or it's always real. There's no bots. Sometimes people are you a bot, or is that a bot, or is that going through a bot process? No, it's real people, right? As I always say, we still use real human beings to get you onboarded, to work with you, and all that good stuff. Yes, there's automation. You got to have automation, right? But they're all American 9 times out of 10. If we have some people in a different country, then they're vetted and things of that nature. And it's very small things that they do for us in house. Other than that, yes, we use rock and roll Americans for everything, for the onboarding and marketing and link, all that good stuff that we do with the plug and play stuff. So it's almost like done with you, right? Instead of do it yourself shit, right? Videos, PDFs, blind leading the blind, Zoom calls that go nowhere, stuff like that, right? Or they, you just can't ask questions. Maybe there's too many people or not enough, or they go too long and it just turns into something else, right? I get it. I've attended those. I'm not much into that stuff, but if you are, cool. If it works for you, awesome. Congratulations. And keep on rocking and rolling. Everybody learns differently. Everybody has a different, character or personality, and that's real estate. So you will become a psychologist over a period of time, right? Because diagnosing people and diagnosing situations and being and providing solutions for the seller and being able to structure deals the way they need to be structured, right? It just comes with practice. But we're here. Some people say fail forward, fail forward, fail forward. You can do that if you got a lot of money, and like the Amazon peeps and Walmarts and all those big dogs, right? But if you don't, failing forward, failing forward, failing forward, it costs a lot of money, costs blood, costs tears, and all that good stuff. I know I did it. We've all probably done it, until we finally go, you know what? This is it. Hyper focus. What's the key? Hyper focus. There's a young man that is doing awesome, man. Congratulations, by the way. But he's rocking and rolling, and he has the morning ritual. Got that shit lined out. He's reading, got it lined out. He's also going ahead and hyper focusing. Hyper focus. Whatever's on your plate. See, I always say, look, if you complain about there's too much shit on your plate, right? Then eat it. You can't complain because you wanted a bunch of shit on your plate. That's not the case here, right? So with him, it's just hyper focus, hyper focus, hyper focus, so you can get stuff done. Even if you're only getting 3 things done in that day, it's done, right? You're not trying to do 10, 15 like Einstein and put a bunch of shit in spinning plates and go, shit, what's going on? Then you get the shiny object thing going on. You move from here to here to here to here. Hey, sometimes I get like that. Unless I have a schedule and I know I need to do this and I got to get this done by the end of the day, then, that works. Otherwise, yeah. Especially when you got a bunch of things different going on, and you can be spinning a bunch of plates. You go, shit. Well, that was a kind of a crazy day, right? Or you're putting out fires and things of that nature. But hyper focus, being consistent and persistent is the truth. It works. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap up here. If you have any questions, when you're looking at these deals, remember, you can underwrite them and break them down by looking at them. See if it's cash. Is it going to be wholesale? Does wholesale work for you? Okay, if it's not wholesale, then maybe can we go sub-2? And if it doesn't work sub-2, then maybe we can go with the lease option. Maybe we can go with rent to own, or maybe we can go with an option. If that doesn't work, can we get a marketing agreement, right? If that doesn't work, then hey, you know what? I'm going to follow up with you because that's the goal. It's going to be you and someone else. So eventually they're going to hopefully pick you if you have those systems in place to nurture them. Let the email and the text do its thing, a little ringless voice message, then a little personal touch, right? And then see how are you doing. If it doesn't work out, make sure you go ahead and set that appointment. Hey, just in case it doesn't work out, or if you sell it, cool, awesome, or whatever happens, can I follow up with you in 30 days? Yeah, no problem. Make sure you follow up in 2 weeks, half the time. If it's a week, then it's 4 days, 3 days, whatever. Always half the time. And then stay on top of it. Say you're going to follow up with them, then follow up with them. Make sure you got their mode of operandus, right? Is it what's best for you? What works best for them? Is it text? Is it email? Is it voice message? Is it regular traditional email? Is it pigeon, right? Is it mental telepathy and shit? Just tell me the crystal ball. I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, got it, right? Whatever fucking works. But the bottom line is there's money in the follow-up. There's magic in the follow-up. There's a fortune in the follow-up. That's just how it works. But that's where everybody gives up, right? It's kind of like I'll go back to it again, right? The gold scenario. There's a gold rush in the United States of America. There's a gold rush in California, right? And people are going and going and going and going, but then they end up giving up right before the gold, 3 feet before they hit the gold, right? It just is what it is. People are too busy. Life happens. They get beat up in life. Their dreams and aspirations start walking out the door little by little, and then there's other people that are there to help them. Hey, yeah, that's you're right. You just keep your job, do what you're gonna do. It's just part of what it is, right? So I get it. Or it's too scary to become an entrepreneur. There's a lot of stuff out there. Or maybe you've gotten your butt beat up in the real estate industry, or just as an entrepreneur, I get it, and you're just trying to figure out the business. Well, that's going to end. Right now, it ends. So if you click that group, it's free. I'm going to post something up here really quick. It's going to help you out. It's for just for I believe it's for this month, September. We had it for last month. We're going to roll over September. It's 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring, or the one-on-one mentoring. One-on-one mentoring, you just got to take care of the hard costs. There's all kinds of ways to come aboard. It's easy peasy, but it is in 2024. It's going to change. It's going up. It always does. And it always goes up in those same increments every freaking year. And then again, we might even eliminate it because we're probably going to go with maybe a higher tier program because of what we do and how we do it and how we're one-on-one and how we work with people and actually help you do deals and work deals and do splits. And then all our resources we're giving to you, and we're sharing those with you at the same token. So it's almost like having a business or a franchise without the franchise fee, and but the processes and systems and all that good stuff and how we do stuff, most importantly, right, is the art of the deal, and being able to make things work in your business is the most important. And then you set it up because it's your brand and it's your business. In the next 6-12 months, you got something rocking and rolling. You're like, yeah, this is awesome. Thank you, guys. Right? Then you're sending us deals, and then we're working deals together and moving forward into the future. And then you're going to help others, and hopefully you'll get the bug and get obsessed, and then you want to help other people, right? Either come up in the business or get them rocking and rolling, or maybe put their money to work for them, and locking it up with some real estate to protect their investments. All kinds of cool stuff. Private money. Building a bank for yourself to do that. Yeah, of course you got the infinite banking, and you got the IRAs and all that other good stuff. All those are cool mechanisms when you get to that point. But right now it's just, hey, get in and learn the business. Learn something that nobody can ever take away from you, because once it's in your brain, nobody can tap into it. Well, at least not right now, right? As they say, right? So who knows? Unless you get a chip in your brain or something, then they can tap into your brain, right? But other than that, that's like the biggest takeaway from this live period, is that once you learn something that others do not know or do not want to learn, that's kind of like your superpower. It is your superpower. No one can take it away from you, and you can use it yourself, share it with whoever, and then do what you need to do. So without further ado, hopefully you're out there rocking and rolling. I'm going to pop up a couple of things here, so make sure you go right there and join that Facebook group. And then we're going to go over here. What we got? A little chatteroo. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. A little Dokken. Now, that's an old-ass band, Dokken, right there. That's from the 80s. So let's see if this thing working. Let me see if it works. Cross that out. Let's see. Put that up here. There's always fun stuff. Social comments display here. Click on them to showcase them. How about that? There you go. Well, there's the link right there. Let's see if we're a good fit. That's the Amp Live survey. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and if we're a good fit, we'll rock. If not, then you're probably better suited for coaching with interactive mentoring till you get up and running and rocking and rolling. There it is. As always, hey, hope you have an awesome rock and roll day. Close that. I'm going to take off the chat overlay, and we're going to move this to captions. We do have a 30 days to a deal challenge for this month. We've got 30 minutes. We're going to wrap this up right now. Click that for the free Facebook group. I'm going to put another one up there for you if you want to get involved in one-on-one mentoring program. Scan that. We'll have a chat, and we'll see if we're a good fit, and we'll rock. If you're tired of spinning your wheels, getting beat up in the industry, it's been 8 months, a year, 6 months, 2 years. I mean, we've had people up to a year and a half spinning their wheels and still trying to figure out how to wholesale. And then coming aboard and getting a contract within the first 30, 60, 90 days, sometimes a little bit longer, 4 months, right? It took me 4 months to get a real estate deal a long time ago.